Hi, real parents. It is 3 a.m. here. Hold on, let me get my remote. I'm gonna jostle you a minute. Okay, sorry. It's 3 a.m. here. I'm still awake, so I thought I'd do a video. I'm still awake because I'm still trying to upload a video to YouTube. It apparently takes 95 tries and 20 hours to do. So I'm still awake while it's trying to upload. So I thought I'd do a quick video on, I don't know, a couple of things that I've been thinking about. Well, lately we had Easter. I just bought my daughter an Easter basket for like $2. We were just in the store today and they're like 90% off, so I bought her an Easter basket because she wanted the crayons and coloring book out of an Easter basket that was there. So there are some parents that don't have the money to do big extravagant things for like Easter and birthdays and Christmas, and they don't do extravagant anything. They just don't have the money. It's not in the budget, and I completely understand that. But we're not talking about them right now. We're talking about the parents that can afford it. So my question for you is, do you do big on your holidays and then you keep it low-key the rest of the year? Or do you go simple on your holidays, but then you get things for your kids as they want them? Me and my husband, we are big holiday people. I especially am. I go nuts. I love the idea of Easter, and I love the idea of Christmas because of the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus. I love the fact that while kids are small, they get to believe in something, and you get to have fun with it. Like, I did little bunny prints around the house for Easter that led to different things because I guess in my husband's family, they had a tradition where you had to find your baskets. So my kids aren't really old enough for that. So I had different toys around the house, and then I had little bunny prints that went to the toys. But then I did hide eggs. We had some bigger eggs. We did a non-candy Easter. No candy whatsoever. We bought Tsumi Tsumis. You may not know what that is. They're like, I say Tsumi Tsumis. They're called Tsum Tsums or something like that. TSUM. But they're little plushies that are like Disney and Marvel characters, and we put them in giant eggs, and we did organic gummy bears. And the reason that we don't do candy, though, I'm not like one of those uppity like, oh, my kid can't have candy, oh my god, they're gonna rot their teeth out of their head. The reason we didn't do candy is because my daughter is not allergic to nuts. I understand that nut allergies are a big thing. Kid eats them and they're like in the hospital, but my kid has a nut sensitivity, which in my opinion it's not as bad, but to me it is, because she eats any kind of nut at all, doesn't matter what it is, and immediately there's like explosive poop and puke everywhere, like you're redecorating your house. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. So, and a lot of chocolate companies use nuts or nut oils in their candies, which she can't have. They just opened a Five Guys by Us, and if you don't know what Five Guys is, it's a burger place, but they cook everything in peanut oil. Their french fries, everything's done in peanut oil as an organic way to, cook fast food. But for us, can't go there with her, because she can't have nuts or anything that's cooked in nuts. My son is 1.5, so like little candies like Runts, stuff like that, Skittles, he can't have because he'll choke on them. So it's just easier to not do candy right now. We'll do it when they're older. And anyway, it usually ends up getting thrown in a basket. Like my mom did get them candy. I ended up throwing it in a basket, and it sits there until me and my husband eat it, or we end up throwing away 6 months from now. But we are big holiday people, and the reason for that is that I spoil my kids, but I don't want them to be spoiled, if that makes any sense. I spoil them on holidays because I believe that they are special occasions, and then throughout the year they don't really get anything that's not needed. They don't really get, like, they get new clothes and new shoes that they need because they're growing, and toddlers grow like weeds. But other than that, they don't really get anything else throughout the year. We don't have money for it. So we spend big on holidays, and we teach our kids that, you know, if you want something really, really bad, then you gotta be good, and you either need to save up your money for it, or you need to be good, and whatever the closest holiday is, you need to ask it for that holiday. Because we're not going to go out and buy it for you just for the sake of buying you something. That's not the way our household works. Recently we just went out and did all of our summer shopping for our kids. I still gotta get a couple of things. I like to have outfits, like, already put together, so I put a shirt with a pair of pants so that it's easy for my daughter to, you know, pick out what she wants to wear, because it's already put together in her drawer, and she could just pick it out and put it on. It's easier for me that way. But so I think right now I have a couple of one too many shirts, so I have to get some shorts and stuff to go with them. And I gotta get my son some sandals, because he has ginormous feet. He wears a size 7. It's completely ridiculous. We tried to get him flip-flops and we couldn't even put the thing between his toes. Anyway, so I mean, we did do that, and Easter we did pretty big. Like, I got him a Hot Wheels track, because they like to put the cars on the track, I guess. Their cousin has one. They like to put the cars on the track and watch them go down. And we got them a couple other things. We got them a bubble machine, stuff like that. Stuff that they really enjoy. Like, I don't go nuts. I do spend quite a bit of money, but I don't go, like, way, way overboard. And I think that we spent more money this year because we didn't do the candy. If I had done the candy, it would have been fairly cheap. But, I don't go nuts. Like, I don't go buying them, you know, new bicycles and stuff like that. That for me is a Christmas thing. We did a big Christmas this year. Like, I do summer toys even in Christmas, and then they get packed away until summer, because that's what that's what I see Santa, you know, Santa brings the big gifts that everybody wants. And in our house, we don't wrap them because they come from the toy shop. So the kids come out, and my daughter got, like, one of her big things was fish tank. The fish are still alive. She loves it. She loves feeding the fish every night. It's, you know, one of her pets. Her only pet right now. We're not getting any more pets. No more pets. But, you know, we got my son a basketball hoop, and we got them cars and stuff like that for outside. You know, things like that. Not any of those motorized cars. Those are, like, ridiculous. They're, like, $400, and then the kids never play with them. We have a 4-wheeler in our closet right now, and it's been sitting there for probably the past year and a half. Just doesn't get used, because you have to charge it, and then you have to lug it out, and then, you know, where we live, like, in an apartment complex, but we have, it's almost like a townhouse, kind of, I guess, because we have an upstairs, downstairs, and 4-bedroom, 2-bath. So it's really big, but our outside is shared with everybody else. So our outside toys, like, if they're big enough, we leave them out. And then, like, some of them we have to lock up. But then others like that, we have to bring inside. So, like, every time I'd have to lug it out, and then I'd have to lug it back in and charge it, and then put it back in the closet, and then lug it back. It's just, it gets ridiculous. That's what we do. I know a lot of people don't do that. They're like, they'll go and get their kids, you know, oh, you were good this week, so I'll go and get you that, you know, Trolls toy that you wanted. I'm not really like that. My kids are expected to behave regardless. My daughter is going through the terrible 3s right now. It's terrible 2s, horrible 3s. She's going through horrible 3s right now. Everything is no and why, and some of the things that come out of her mouth, it makes you laugh, but then it's like, because, you know, you tell her one thing and she's making you laugh with her responses, but, you know, on the other side of your mind, you're like, but you're not listening, so I shouldn't really be laughing right now. I should be scolding you, but, you know, you going, oh my God, and hitting the side of your head is kind of funny when you see a 3-year-old do it. So it's kind of one of those things you don't really know what to do. But we teach our kids that you have to, respect your things. So when they get their toys on Christmas and their birthdays and stuff like that, they're, expected them to last them for the year. You break something that you got for Christmas, we're not buying it for you again. You're not getting it 3 months from now just because you broke it. So that's kind of where our parenting comes in, is that's how we teach our kids the things that we teach them, is because we don't buy them throughout the year. So that's my reasoning for that. Some people see under our Christmas tree and they'll be like, oh my God, you spoil your kids. How can you do that? That's ridiculous, blah, blah, blah. I've heard it from my own family. It's nothing new to me. Our family has always been very, very big on Christmas. It's just one thing that we do. We, love to give presents. We love to receive presents. We love the family dinner. I love everything about Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays. The buying things, it stresses me the hell out. Oh my God, I feel like I'm never done. Even when I have things for everyone, I feel like I still need to get them more. Like, I'll see that one thing in the store, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to get it. It stresses me out. This year, literally, we said that we weren't going to do anything for Christmas and we were going to go to Disney. That isn't going to end up working out because we want to buy a house. We want to get out of here and get into our own place. So that's not going to end up working out for us this year. Hopefully next year. So, we'll spend like Christmas Day here, and then the kids will get their stuff that'll be for Disney. Like, they'll get their little suitcases and, their tickets from Santa and, an autograph book and stuff like that. Stuff that's, goes with the trip. It's kind of like, a Christmas surprise, so they won't be getting much because we'll be paying for that. But, we're not going to do family Christmas, I guess. Because it gets so stressful. And then when you have, like, so many family members out there, and then you don't get for somebody, you feel so horrible. Like, even if they don't get for you, and you have like 25 family members, you feel so horrible sitting there at Christmas time and you didn't get them anything. Like, because it makes you feel good to give somebody something and see the smile on their face. So you just feel bad. You're like, even though I can't afford to get 25 people things, I feel bad. So I end up spending way too much money than I should. So, my kids' playroom is ridiculous. If you want to follow me, we'll take a trip. We don't have toys in their bedroom because we have an upstairs, downstairs. So we're fortunate that way, where we get to have a playroom. It's going to get dark here for a minute. So, this is their playroom. Yes, it's completely ridiculous. We only have 2 kids. They, are the only grandkids of their age that are local. And in my families, they're the only grandkids that my mom and my dad have. So they get spoiled rotten. Like, they really do. Because at Christmas time, when, they need clothes and stuff, I can go to my mom and be like, get them clothes and I'll get them their toys. And, so it works out. Because then, they still all get toys from everyone. But then, they get a bunch of toys and a bunch of clothes and they're set, so I don't have to go out and buy them clothes. So it kind of saves, me money so that I can buy them more toys. The playroom's completely ridiculous. Anybody that sees this is going to think that, but, the way I look at it is they don't have anything upstairs. Like, eventually later in the videos, I'll show you the upstairs, their bedrooms. They have no toys. We don't allow them to play upstairs, and the reason is because they're just too young. I don't want them going up and down the stairs, so we have playroom downstairs. So in the comments below, I want you to tell me what you do for your holidays. Whether you go big or whether you buy throughout the year. I want you to hit that little subscribe button below and subscribe to my videos and become a real parent. Because real parenting is hard. So hit that little subscribe button below, and I'll talk to you later.